Hey guys, I'm back for another tutorial. Today's look is going to be a black smoky eye with a pop of gold eyeliner. The first thing I will be doing is priming my eyes using my foundation. And all of the products I use will be listed in the description below. I prefer to use foundation over regular primer because I feel like it covers my veins more and just gets rid of any imperfections, so I have a clean canvas for my eyeshadow. To set the foundation, I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. You can find this at Walgreens for like $6, and it's a really good dupe for the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Now I'll be taking this light brown shade from my Morphe 350 palette and applying it into my crease as my transition shade with the Wet n Wild Fluffy brush. You always want to make sure you start off with a transition shade because it'll make the other colors blend better. And I'm just going to keep going back and forth with that color, just making sure it's blended to my liking. Now I'll be taking this white shade out of the palette and using it to highlight my brow bone. Now I'm just going in with that same fluffy brush and using it to blend the two colors together. Now taking this light orange shade, I will be using my Morphe M441 brush and slowly building it up into my crease. You always want to make sure you slowly build up the colors and never start out with the darker color first. And now I'm just doing the same thing to the other eye, making sure both eyes are blended out to my liking. Now I'm just using a shade that's a tad bit darker than the last one I used and using a MAC 217 buffing that into my crease. I'm doing the same thing I did with that last color, just slowly building that color up into my crease until I feel like it's blended well enough. Now I'm taking a fluffy Anastasia brush with no extra product on it and using that to blend out the edges. Now I'm taking the black shade out of my Morphe 35B palette and packing it onto my lid with a small Buxom brush. You can use any black shadow you have laying around, but this one was just the one I had near me. This is going to look harsh and really unblended at first, but we will go back in a little bit and buff out the edges. Now I'm going back in with that dark orange shade and using it to blend out the black. I find that black shades are the hardest to blend out because they are so opaque, and I also forgot to mention that I'm using my MAC 217 brush. And now I'm just repeating the process on the other eye, making sure that the black is blended out completely. All of that blending faded the eyeshadow into a gray color. So now I'm just going back in with the black and making sure that it is as dark as I want it. And now going back in with that orange shade and an Anastasia Beverly Hills blending brush, I'm just using that to blend out the edges and to really bring out the orange tones in this look. And as you will see, I just keep switching between brushes, just constantly blending, making sure everything is completely blended. You definitely want to make sure there's no harsh lines, especially when you're using a dark black color. And once again, applying that black to my lid, making sure it's very dark and opaque. And some more blending. What's new? Now I'm taking my NYC Liquid Liner and using it to create a small wing. You can find this at your local Walmart or Target for around $2. It's really cheap, but I wouldn't recommend this to beginners that are just now starting with eyeliner because it can get messy. Now I'm just doing the same thing to the other eye, and I will be doing an eyeliner tutorial as soon as I get a new lens. I just really can't zoom in with this lens without it being unfocused. And now I'm just trying to perfect it, fixing any little small imperfections that I may see. Now I'm going to be taking a makeup wipe and using that to clean up the eyeshadow that's around my wing, and also using it to sharpen up my wing some. This is a great trick if you have a hard time getting your wing sharp. I've been doing wings for about 3 years and I still have trouble getting them as sharp as possible. And now I'm applying my NYX Aqua Luxe eyeliner in 24 karat gold right above the black eyeliner. I think that the contrast between the gold and the black really make the eyes stand out. And if you're anything like me, you will look for any chance to apply glitter to your eyes. I found these eyeliners at Ulta, and I had planned on purchasing 2 more, but they were sold out of pretty much every color except for this one, so I guess they're pretty popular. And of course, just doing the same thing to my other eye. Now I'm going back in with that NYC Liquid Liner and fixing spots where I over applied the gold. I went ahead and did my foundation and contour off camera because I did it in my last video. And now I'm applying my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop with a Morphe M501 brush. Some people may think I apply too much highlighter, but I don't think there's such thing as too much. Now I'm using my Marc Jacobs eyeliner gel pencil to further darken the look and to fill in any gaps between my eyelashes. Before I apply falsies, I will be applying mascara to both my top and bottom lashes. 2 mascaras I'm using are the Maybelline Great Lash and the Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Now I'm mixing those two orange shades and applying those to my lower lash line. And I'm also adding this gray eyeshadow to darken up the look. And now I'm using my Dime Cosmetica lashes. And I would tell you the style, but I honestly can't pronounce that name. They sent me a pair of pretty much all of the lashes they make, and they're really good quality mink lashes. I'll have them linked down below. Now I'm applying my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow. This is probably one of my favorite liquid lipsticks that I own. And this is the finished look. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you in my next tutorial. Bye!